All right, everyone. So, welcome to Passive Passion Online Income. And in today's episode, I've got a special guest, Mr. Peter from Sweden. Peter, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
It's great having you. In case if you guys are wondering why we are wearing our suits, it's because we've just wrapped up the Elite Business Dynamics. Today was the last day, and we are coming to you all the way from Lake Tahoe in California. Okay, so for the ones wondering or thinking who exactly Peter is, let me give you guys a brief introduction. Peter is, I would say, someone beyond six figures, all right? He's a very successful publishing entrepreneur who makes a minimum of 40 grand per month, all right? I mean, just by saying this, it's kind of giving me goosebumps because you could just imagine how this talented entrepreneur has worked on his publishing business and just grown it from scratch. Okay, so it's, I mean, I'm so honored and delighted, Peter, really, because I haven't met any publishing entrepreneur till date who is making money beyond the 20 grand per month mark. So I'm just super amazed, and of course, I'm glad that I met you here at EBD. Cool. So let's get right into the topic. How and when did you start your publishing journey? What exactly inspired you to become an entrepreneur? And how did you basically go from the initial stages and build a profitable publishing business?
Yeah. So let's go back 5 years. I was living in Norway, and I was working in a fish factory. I was really, working hard, long days, 12-hour days, and eventually I just got sick of it, and I said, I'm doing anything to get out of this. So I moved back to Sweden, and there we started a company. So it was me and my wife at the time, or fiance, and then we didn't have any job, nothing. We had savings for about 6 months, and the first business we started flopped, but then the second one did okay, but it was all active income. So after a while I started looking for ways to make passive income. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad and books like that, Richest Man in Babylon, and I found, the first thing I found was selling an ebook on ClickBank, but then I discovered Kindle publishing through Stefan's video. So I started KMM back in late 2015, and I went from there and saw some success, but obviously I've had some roadblocks to overcome as well along the way.
So amazing. And you said you had taken Stefan's course, the K-Money Mastery, correct?
Right.
Was there any other course that you had taken after that?
I've taken complementary courses, but I've not taken any one directly related to publishing.
Perfect. Tell us something about your first business that you started, which kind of flopped.
Yeah, so the first business was a web shop selling lanterns.
Lanterns, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't do the research, so that's a big lesson because these would break in the mail, so that was a big problem. I competed on price primarily, so when they would break, the margins were too small, so I made a loss on the sale, so that was not good.
So the ones who are watching this video and thinking of getting started with their businesses for the first time, remember guys, no matter what business it is, you have to take out time and do your research. Give it utmost importance and also respect. Do not take the market for granted, do not take any business for granted, and treat everything with respect. Okay, and let's talk about the second business that you started. What was that?
Yeah, so that was a business where I was cold calling companies in Sweden who would basically pay too much on their electric bills. And what I did was I said, I will look through your electric bills 6 years back, and if I see that you paid too much, I will make sure that you get that money back. And if you get that money back, then we will split the money that goes back to you.
So interesting. And so you said 5 years into publishing business. Roughly how many books have you got?
I have 500 books, over 500 books.
Wow.
But those are bundles as well. So.
Oh, okay. So the 500 includes bundle books.
Yes, right.
Amazing. So guys, for the ones who are thinking that this is some sort of a scam, or you're just going to make some sort of short-term gains, this is a lucrative business. All right, a lot of money to be made, and if you are committed, determined, and focused, there's nothing that can stop you. Now, while going into the self-publishing business, was there any other business idea that you were kind of keen to pursue, or something that was kind of something that kind of made you curious? to get started with? And if so, what was it?
don't have anything. I did affiliate marketing for a while, but I didn't see any success with that, so I just stick with publishing.
Cool. Interesting. Any interesting tips you would like to give for beginners or someone who's thinking of getting into publishing, and also for the ones who are the intermediate or advanced level, or someone who would like to scale their business from, let's say, like I'm at a level where I make a minimum of 15K per month.
Yeah.
So if I was to kind of scale it up faster to a level where, let's say, I'm making 30K or 40K, what would your tips be?
So for a beginner, I would say find what's working and find the one who knows the best, or find several people and follow them and go through courses and see what's working, and that's the best way, and model success basically.
And for intermediate and advanced guys like me?
Yeah, I would say if you want to scale up, I believe quality is key, and I would say at some point you have to build systems if you want to really scale up. So for example, one thing that I did back in late 2018 was that I looked at every task that I was doing that could be outsourced. By doing that, I was able to do the things that mattered the most. So for example, I started systemizing, so instead of me sending all the files, I would have the editor send the files to the writers via Dropbox. And then I would also start paying freelancers monthly. So because I found that working with 20 plus freelancers, I was paying them almost every day. I was paying someone. So by paying them monthly, I was able to save time with them.
Interesting. Okay, so your advice is basically, I mean, just keep publishing more books, yeah, especially if you're doing well.
If you got something that's working, yeah.
Just replicate the process by putting out more quantity.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this interview. And in case if you're thinking of getting started with a publishing business, or a publishing course that is in your mind, me and my friend Jacob have created the most comprehensive and elaborate course, which is the best in the market today. And the link is going to be provided right below the description. Check it out. Get started. Get enrolled. And for the ones who want to start an offline business, all right, and make passive income, the Elite ATM Evolution course is ready as well. You can buy that and get started with your offline business too. So I've got two fantastic courses for you, one for the online world and one for the offline world. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be coming with more videos soon. Till then, you guys take care. God bless. Ciao.